Welcome to Album of the Week, episode 11, November 2022. Here at Screen Blast Repeat, we bring you all things extreme metal, prog, and dark alternative. As a reminder, our definition of Album of the Week means our favourite record of the week from a short list of 8. You can read our daily reviews at www.screenblastrepeat.com. Today, we review the latest release from Dutch duo Knekelput. Their new album is Teloorgang, and they self-released it on the 25th of October 2022. What is the definition of a cult album? Surely, one recorded 15 years ago and left to gather dust under a cloud of self-doubt and mental struggles. We have no idea why the Dutch experimental duo of Knekelput decided to put their art in the public domain this year, but we're all the richer for it. Whether released in 2007 or 2022, Teloorgang sounds like nothing on this planet. You know something is off-kilter within the first 30 seconds of opener Totale Atrophie van Lichem en Geest, just as you stroked your chin the first time you heard Obscura by Gorguts. Knekelput captured the nail-biting turbulence of the first decade of this century in the arbitrary rhythms of their music. The surprise use of screaming pitch bends with distorted bass notes conjures a sinister but progressive soundscape before they rip into a spew of death metal riffs accented by offbeat rim shots. Don't even bother to work out the time signature. Instead, let the stop-start ferocity take you to places not listed on the map. Imagine a black metal version of Phantomas with Cannibal Corpse vocals and no end of jagged swerves. Atmosphere takes priority over virtuoso musicianship on Teloorgang, but the latter is always astounding. Dualitet blends vicious doom metal chords and textured tremolo patterns over jazz fusion drums and gory death metal rumbles. You can't even guess what will happen next. Might we call this experimental blackened death doom? The distant folk singing in the background radiates with a divine plea for deliverance. Clean guitar melodies glisten with a dark foreboding in the intro to Utopia and shrink under the sorrows of the Ebo. Like early Gojira, they explode like an escaped beast with mind-boggling passages of long, non-repeating sequences. The croaky frog voice of Malmsteen gives it a morbid presence amongst the avant-doom collision of loud bass and dissonant guitar chords, yet the clarity of the double-kick triplets leave you in a suspense for a climax that never arrives. By this time, your mind cannot contemplate a dramatic zenith. Maudlin of the Well are one of the few comparisons you can make to the music on display here. The metal world needs artists that have no regard for rules or conventions. Knekelput are the type of band that experimental jazz musicians can enjoy as much as the black metal crowd. Dutch pioneers Dodecahedron came after them but released their music to the public at a time when Knekelput let those sit on a hard drive. De Bron uses the bizarre guitar phrasing of Frank Zappa and the rhythms of krautrock to underpin the death metal splatter. Ask if you've heard anything like this. What about the Vedbwens Ende meets Morbid Angel concoction of In Schemmerikpad? These comparisons are near futile, but how else can you comprehend the sophistication of this mirage of spontaneity? If the apocalypse cures man of his arrogance and the illusion that he can master his environment, it will sound like the chaotic technical doom metal of Van. The two styles should be incompatible, but Knekelput outfox the paradox here. Your body can accept the eerie cor anglais and intricate guitar noodling of closing track Wedergebote van Van in Teloorgang, and your mind can find peace knowing the innovation in extreme metal is stronger than ever. This is an album that will often perplex you and will always keep you guessing, but it's an exhilarating ride even if your mind cannot fathom every twist and turn. How did something as innovative as this remain on the shelf for 15 years? And with this thought in mind, we give this album an 8 out of 10. If you like this album, we recommend you check out the following records. The 1998 avant-garde death metal masterpiece Obscura by Gorguts, Maudlin of the Wells' 2001 experimental metal opus Bath, and last year's bizarre black metal record Zwart Vierkant by Dutch band Grey Aura. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and please visit our website at www.screamblastrepeat.com for the latest album and EP reviews from established, up-and-coming and unsigned artists in the worlds of extreme metal prog and dark alternative.